So integration by substitution involves identifying within integrals functions and their derivatives. What I mean by that is, so let's say we have integral of 2x plus 7 x squared plus 7x plus 10 cubed dx. Okay, so this is, we've done simple things like this or like this. But this looks a little more complicated. It looks like a couple of functions at one time. But if we notice, this right here is the derivative of that right there. So what we can do is say, we'll make a substitution, and we'll call x squared plus 7x plus 10, we'll call that u, and du, or the derivative of u, is going to be 2x plus 7 dx. So what this integral actually is, we move things around this way. 2x plus 7 dx. What we have is simply u to the third times du. And taking the integral of that is relatively straightforward. Now that is going to be, u to the fourth over 4 plus a constant. And then substituting u, we get x squared plus 7x plus 10 to the fourth over 4 plus a constant. And what we can do is check to see if this in fact is our derivative. So we'll appear a little more on our page. If we take we've got 1/4 times x squared plus 7x plus 10 to the fourth plus c. If we use the chain rule to find the derivative of the constant is c, but we get 4 times 1/4, which is 1, x squared plus 7x plus 10 to the third times the derivative of x squared plus 7x plus 10. And here, in fact, is what we have here. Now let's take a look at another one. So we've got, let's take 3d to the 3x dx. Okay. Now again, we've got, let's say, u is 3x, du equals 3dx. Rewriting this, we have e to the 3x times 3 dx is simply e to the u times du. And its integral is going to be e to the u plus c, or e to the 3x plus c. And again, we can use the chain rule to make sure that the derivative of this is in fact 3 e to the 3x. And using the chain rule, the derivative of e to the 3x is e to the 3x times the derivative of 3x, which is 3. Okay, so these are some relatively straightforward ones. What happens if we get something a little bit trickier? So let's take 4x plus 14 times x squared plus 7x plus 10 dx. Okay, so we've got, let's say, well, let's do this to the third again like we had before. So we've got u again equals x squared plus 7x plus 10. Du happens to be 2x plus 7 dx. This isn't quite what we have in here. Almost, but not quite. If we rewrite this, we factor out a 2, and we've got this. So now we have this extra 2. So actually what we end up having is, rewriting this, x squared plus 7x plus 10 cubed 2x plus 2 dx. And pull this 2 on the outside. So we've got, again, we've got u to the third. We've got du. So pulling out the constant like we know we're allowed to. We again have u to the third, du, whose integral is 2 times u to the fourth over 4 plus c, or u to the fourth over 2 plus the constant. And then replacing u with x squared plus 7x plus 10. This is our final answer. And as always, we can check this to make sure we have the proper derivative. So using the chain rule, we'll do 4 times 1/2, which is 2, times x squared plus 7x plus 10 cubed times the derivative of x squared plus 7x plus 10. And multiplying these together, we get 4x plus 14, x squared plus 7x plus 10 cubed, which is what we have to begin with. So we did it right. And one last one. So let's take 2x cubed times x to the fourth minus 7 squared dx. And again, we've got this here, kind of a u squared. So let's take u equals x to the fourth minus 7. Du is 4x cubed dx. Again, we don't quite have exactly what du is. Okay. We've got, if we rearrange this again, 2x cubed dx, we've got u squared, but here instead of 4 x cubed dx, we have 2 x cubed dx, which ends up being 1/2 times du, or 1/2 times 4x cubed dx. Okay, so we still doing pretty well here. So we can just bring out the 1/2. We have u squared. Whoa. 1/2 u squared du, whose integral is 1/2 times u cubed over 3 plus c. That gives us our final integral 1/6 times x to the fourth minus 7 cubed plus c. And checking. We got, using the chain rule, 3 times 1/6, that's 1/2, times x to the 4th minus 7 squared, times the derivative of x to the 4th minus 7. Multiplying these two together gives us 2x cubed, x to the 4th minus 7 squared, which matches up with what we started with.